Your assessment?
Well, I thought we got off to a good start, obviously getting up 1-0, and I really thought that 4-minute power play really put us back a little bit. They seemed to get energy off of that. We got a little bit demoralized. Giving up that goal at the end of the first kind of hurt us. And I did like our young guys. I thought that young line was really good. I thought Fox was good. I thought Lingman was good. We make it 3-2. We make a big mistake and ends up in the back of our net. At 4-2, Tony hits the crossbar and they go down and score. So there were some key plays that were turning points in the game. And the thing that we've got to, as a group, keeping in mind is we did minimize. I mean, we still made mistakes. They are the master of playing patient and not beating themselves. I thought we were better at that tonight for sure. That team won the Stanley Cup last year, and I know they're down a few guys, but that team, they're huge. They take away time and space, and they don't beat themselves. And that being said, I thought there was a lot more in our game that we could have shown tonight.
You mentioned a few things. I don't know how you feel after 20 minutes. It's a one-goal game, but just the way that second period started,
Yeah, and then we made it 3-2. So we're feeling good. We're playing pretty well after that. If you go back and watch, we were doing some good things, and we make a bad mistake in the neutral zone and give up a 2-on-1. And we had people in the right place. It was just some big individual mistakes that cost you where they don't seem to make those, and we made them in a dangerous area. So but again, I keep going back to the things we've done throughout the season, and that that didn't have a feel to some of the other games we've played against really good teams, and that's what we've got to keep building off of.
Just sorry to pick out Heedle, the points and just his game.
He was visible every time he was out there. He really played at a pace. I thought Capo was good. I thought Howden was good. I thought that line was our best line tonight.
The shots on goal were high last game, fewer this game, but in some ways it felt like St. Louis had more quality chances. How do you assess the defensive performance tonight?
I thought our defensive play was actually pretty good against a team that is big. They hemmed us in a few times because they can do it. Just because when you've got the size disadvantage and they establish their offensive zone, you got to be patient. And on the flip side of it, they've got that huge decor. When you get in the offensive zone, they can end plays quickly, and you got to create some chances off the rush against them because of that. And but I as I stand here right now without watching the film, obviously we need to be better. But against a team that won the Stanley Cup last year, I think we've made progress, and we've just got to keep building on it. We got to shake this off and be ready Monday.
Did you get an impression from Leroy?
Yeah, I thought he had some good moments and some moments he'd probably like to have back, which is probably natural when you put him in this situation when he's been out for so long.
Is that a tough situation to have him in, to go so long and then only really have one full practice?
Yeah, it's not easy. It wasn't a pressure. Put him in an NHL game of this caliber, is not an easy situation. I thought he did some good things.
At the end of the day, David, as we started the conversation before the game, you are playing the defending Cup champs. Is there one message or one thing you can take a look at and show your people that this is what it takes?
Yeah, if you just watch them, they just don't beat themselves, and that's what we've touched on from day one. We're getting better at it, right? When you give it was a hockey game, 3-2 in the middle of the second period. We make a tough mistake that we certainly can't make against a team like this, and ends up in the back of our net. And we hit a crossbar to make it 4-3 right before they made it 5-2. So, again, we got to get it done. Time's a ticking, and we can't just keep hanging our hat on progress. But we got to start somewhere.
Right. What do you think of Anchor? How much of it would just kind of get left out to dry on a few of those chances?
It's the 2-on-1s I didn't like that we gave up in the breakaway. So.